I still look both ways when I cross the street. One broken leg, torn knee, and month-long purple backside later, and I'm overprotective of my feet, because I don't trust yours. I'm not sure whether you're stuck on the right pedal, so I'd settle for reaching the other side alive if I could. I'd fly. I'd get so high I wouldn't have to care about how you drive. My wings would take me to places your car would never find, but reality sets in when I hit the corner again. There's no safe direction at crowded intersections, and it gets hard to admire the view when everyone's in a rush and they're passing you, leaving me choking on the fumes of irresponsibility. We all move so quickly. We lose our identities. How about instead, I give you a summary. I think introductions are in order. Now let me see if I get this right. Your ride doesn't define you, it just describes you. With your 2013 two-door supercharged full-throttle ragtop V8 compensator. It has all the toys and distractions one would want in a dangerous moving object. It has satellite radio, coffee maker, PC, DVD, make that HD Blu-ray, and that's just in the front seat. It has all your complexes and inadequacies written all over it. Can go from 0 to 60 in a nanosecond. It has customized features like the power to cut people off without remorse, or the ability to roll through stop signs when no one's around, unless you count pedestrians. They're certainly not your concern. What goes on outside the compensator doesn't help you cope. But there I laid in the ER after meeting your car, strapped my neck and back to a narrow board as I painfully waited in line because people more injured than I were getting priority. The only sounds I heard were the agonizing screams, not from the injured but their families. Gunshot victims, car crashes, and ODs. The people who loved them couldn't take it because some of them weren't going to make it. And there I was, in throbbing pain, playing the waiting game. I had nowhere to go, and neither did my ears. While my injuries weren't as severe, I can't say I ever healed. Because I can still hear those screams and know that could have been me. And they tell me I was lucky. Hey, Mr. Driving Man. I don't think you're all that impressed with the power you possess, but any superhero would tell you, and say it with me if you know, with great power comes great responsibility. When people are behind the wheel, they change. It makes me wonder if their cars make them someone else, or who they really are. We so easily forget who we were before the key got turned, before life overheated. But if you cannot heal behind the wheel, then perhaps a bus pass is needed, or maybe a bike, so everyone gets home safe tonight. So you can see you're lucky to have those keys to live a life bigger than you need. Honestly, I don't know how much more I can take. No signal, no brake, cut off, tailgate. How foolish of me to cross on red. Maybe I should cross on green instead. I don't know if I'd make it, but at least I'd know what to expect. I'm proof you can get road rage on your feet because you can't use sidewalks without crossing streets. There are people out there right now, driving drunk, texting, distracted, unaware. I know we all have to get somewhere, but I simply cannot trust those who have no concern for the rest of us. So where do we go from here? I won't hold my breath, but maybe, someday, we'll get it. Understand the consequences before we regret it. Recognize the bigger picture and add common sense to our unleaded. Think about life outside our doors. Learn to share the road. Avoid repeat episodes. Maybe, someday, we'll fly.